A dynasty of Bengal dominance never before seen. 2 team national championships, 16 individual national titles, 6 United States Olympians, all from a school few knew existed. In the history of Idaho State athletics, no sport has dominated like Idaho State boxing.
They hold about 4,000 people for basketball in Reed Gym, and they used to put 6,000 and 7,000 in Reed Gym for boxing. It was just absolutely packed.
The Bengal dynasty was built on the foundation of America's best. As soldiers returned from World War II, those who attended Idaho State College wanted to start an official boxing team. But in order to do so, they needed a coach. That's when ISU legend Milton W. Holt stepped in.
And it's interesting that everyone talks about W. Holt being the great boxing coach he was. He was not a boxing coach. He didn't know anything about boxing.
In 1953, the team proved itself one of the premier boxing programs in the nation, winning their first team national championship over perennial power Wisconsin. The Bengals from little-known Idaho State College had arrived on the national scene.
Would go on trips and everything else, and you can see it's Idaho State. This one's a little beat up, but it still tells you if they were coming down the street, you got out of the way.
One time we were boxing at the University of Wisconsin, and W. Holt came into the dressing room and he said, "You guys stunk the place up tonight." The next morning, the headline in the sports section said, "Little Idaho State hands the University of Wisconsin its biggest home defeat ever." We thought, well, what was W talking about?
The Bengal dynasty culminated in 1957 when Idaho State had what is known as the greatest collegiate boxing team of all time. ISC boxers cruised through the regular season, and in the national tournament held at Reed Gym, they clinched the team title in the semifinal round. When the final bell rang, 7 Bengal boxers took home national championships, a new record. ISC set the national scoring record, and a second national championship banner was headed to Pocatello.
I was the only one on the team that didn't win that year, and W. Holt was furious. He was furious about that. If boxing was still going on in college, I don't think the record would have been broken yet.
This is all that's left of Idaho State's boxing dynasty. Trophies gathering dust, 2 banners hanging in the rafters, and memories by the few who remain of a team from a city few could point out on a map, but who became one of the fiercest group of fighters the nation had ever seen.